switching gears a bit, I'd love to know more about, now my children, both in lower elementary and upper elementary, have both experienced Biography Day, but I did notice some differences this year with Biography Day compared to lower elementary Biography Day. Could you tell us a little bit more about what it is and what you all do there in school and all the fun involved as well?
I was thinking about hero worshiping. That's what it was.
The characteristics of the elementary child are the same. So we really love to study human beings and history, learn all the facts about them. Maybe even they're not so old history, like we have superstars that we are fascinated with that are still alive today, right? What we want to do academically is gear that love of learning about people towards historical figures who are positive, who are peacemakers, who change the world for the good. We gave them lists of people. I picked people who were like Nobel Peace Prize people as my filter and said, I want you to research one of these people. Now, am I going to necessarily dictate to you who you pick? No, I ultimately want to give that license to you, but I want to really gear you towards specific people. And we might not do that as much in the lower L. We let them roll with whoever their, most favorite,
Ballerina or scientists.
But however they identify, I think, as a lower elementary child, that's kind of who they pick to be for Biography today. This might be less about who you identify with as who's somebody that's like really important that you learn about at this age in your life. I'd say that's like the main thing I can think of. They are getting better at writing. Like they're getting a lot more, I would say, even like succinct in lower L. I remember some children would just write page after page after page after page after page. And it'd kind of be like just one really long run-on biography, right? And here we're trying to mold that biography into a 5-paragraph, more summarized, succinct, impactful piece of writing. You can write a lot about somebody. That's a really good skill to have. It helps you with your handwriting, practice spelling, helps you with sentence formation. But now at this point, I'm actually asking you to write a little bit less and make every sentence better. So we're getting a little bit more edit the editorial process specific with Biography Day at this stage.
Dr. Montessori talked a lot about peace education and that Montessori was for peace education, right? And she came from a time of a lot of war too. So I think about that a lot. And it was something that we were developing for the upper elementary to prepare them for MMUN and to prepare them for the adolescent program that we have, because they do a big peace study there too. So how can we help this lower elementary child who's coming to us be prepared for life, but also prepared for what school looks like after upper elementary? And for us, that was a piece, studying someone who brought peace or made the world better.
Change agent, change maker,
And it actually brought upon really interesting conversations, like what is an activist? What is a peacemaker? Can you change the world but in a non-peaceful way? How can you change the world in a peaceful way, right? And it was just really interesting to hear the children say, but this person changed the world in this way, but they also started war doing that. So maybe that wasn't a good thing. It was just really interesting. You can have those really deep conversations with the upper elementary children that you wouldn't really be able to have with the lower elementary child who's just growing into that reasoning mind that they have, who's just like, okay, I'm really interested in soccer, so I just want to study a soccer player. I'm really interested in dancing, so I'm going to study gymnastics, or I'm going to study this ballerina, and because that's what they're identifying it as Kelly said, and that's what they're really interested in. So how can we move that towards something that helps them to be that contributing member of their community?
Thank you so much. I know we had some great in-depth conversations about my child's selection for this year that had to do with peace. So thank you.